Grand risings, my Leos. How y'all doing, Leos? All right. Welcome. If you are new, I am Sunshine, and this is Sunshine Tarot, and we're going to take a look at what the cards are saying for some Leos. And I specifically asked for the Leos who would be watching the broadcast, okay? So hopefully we pick up on your story. Also, look at your moon sign, your rising sign too, because sometimes that different parts of your chart may come out in a reading and you're like, I don't know, Leo. I don't know, Sagittarius. And Chad, your man got Sagittarius and Mars, and you didn't even know, Chad. So, yeah. So anyway, let's just get right down to it. Good morning, everybody. Super chat is open. Please give a financial donation if spirit so moves you to. Also, I'm going to post the number to where you can get a reading. So I'm going to post a number where you can get a reading. I think I am. How y'all doing this morning, Chad? I should have had this ready. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on here with this. Let me try it again. Library for you, albums, library. Okay. Oh, it's this way. I think it goes this way. All right. Chad, let me tell you what's been going on, Leos. My air conditioner went out in my house, right? And so it's been 88 to 94 degrees in the house. And we had to rush and get these portable units into the air conditioner people. So that's the noise you hear. We had to rush and get them because the dogs were, my dogs had their tongue out. And I was like, because I was in the room, I wasn't tripping. And I came out and the dogs had their tongue hanging out from the heat, jab. So, I called this service and they provide emergency. Thank you, sweetheart. Hey, Nicholas. Yeah, Nick, I'm telling you, it's hot as fuck. People talked about Texas being hot. Texas ain't got shit on Atlanta. I'm trying to tell somebody, Chad. All right, so I have laid out your cards, but if you want a reading, text me this number. And normally we can do it within an hour, all right? And I'm going to pin it there so we can get started. So this is not going to resonate with every Leo out there, okay? So if not, you can join and just have a good time and hang out with your girls. And because I like me some fire energy, honey. Yes, it takes air and fire to get the fucking right. I think so. I really, really do, because fire signs, to me, they know what the fuck they doing. And it could be because I'm an air sign, but it's just like after, with the fire sign, it's like, why are we with anybody else? Why aren't we fucking with each other? Fire and air, or air? No, not air and air. Fire and air. You know that this is right, at least sexually. I don't know. I was looking at Love and Hip Hop. I was looking at an earlier version of it, right? Fine ass Fizz. Oh, he's so fine to me, child. This was like back in the day, but I never seen first season, second season, and shit like that. So Fine ass Fizz was dating this chick, and she was beautiful. I thought he was gonna be gone. The guy from B2K. The good-looking one, right? The one that looks kind of you're Mexican or something, or Latino. He got this chick. She was a model, and she was like mixed and everything. But it later revealed that the reason that he still wanted to see other people while he was seeing her was because the sex wasn't all that. He's a Sagittarius. Yeah, he said the sex wasn't all that. And I feel like for some of you, that's an obstacle in one of your relationships. Either the penis is little, or they don't know how to work it, or she's so big inside from having so many damn babies that when you stick your penis in there, you're like fucking playing in a cathedral. You can't feel shit, right? Or the little thing is so little, it's like, now why are you fucking with me with that little bobby pin? See, I should just go get a gun and shoot your motherfucking ass for getting me all riled up, and then you take that motherfucking little baby finger bobby pin out. Now, see, the thing about it is, if you was working with something that little, you should be very, very nice. Okay, like when I text you, you should text back fast, motherfucker, because you got a little dick. You see? That's how this works. But, that ain't for everybody, Chad. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, it might be hygiene issues. You know what I'm saying? And if, in fact, your woman does have a smelly coochie, one of the issues could possibly be that they need to shave, because hair holds in a lot of odor. Okay? Because, I most certainly was working with someone, and they had a very strong female smell. And she starts shaving herself, and that female smell, wasn't as bad. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into the reading, shall we? Child, I'm just saying. All right. All right. All right. Your new love is a Gemini. It's funny that you should talk about a new love, because that is your overall energy, the Ace of Cups. How many readers do we have in the house? What is your definition on the Ace of Cups, readers? How many readers do we have in the house? We all gonna do the motherfucking reading for the Leos. Any readers in the house? She said, I'm big on hygiene. Nicholas says, smelly cat is an automatic disqualification. Shit. I know that's right, child. Okay, so a reader says there's a new offering of love. Another reader says there's some emotions going on regarding you. Another reader says there's a true, authentic offer. All right. This is one of the best cards to get in the tarot readings. And being that I'm a love addict, I'm just really addicted to romance. I used to love to get the Ace of Cups when I did a reading, because I knew what it felt like. It just felt like getting high off of someone new. And this person is feeling you, or if you're single, it could mean somebody new is coming. You could be pregnant. Sometimes it could represent a pregnancy. I've seen that a lot. And I've seen that when the woman was really happy about her pregnancy, not when she was like bothered by it, You could be really doing something that you love to do. Like maybe I feel like somebody just got something in a play or something. Like I hear some money. So you could have just got a new job and you really love, like you may not love your job, but you could love the people. It's just like I have this Leo client, and girl, we friends, because I be calling her and it ain't got nothing to do with a damn reading. She always ends up getting readings when we talk, but that's not why I call. Anyway, now we saw in the cards that her job was toxic, and we saw a new job, Ace of Wands, but we did not see the Ace of Cups. She just loves those people there. She said everybody is polite and they're nice, and they're actually kind. You could be getting some love karma back, because Leos are so loving, and or this could represent somebody new, like I said, but it's a card full of positive emotions, especially for love and relationships. It's like good news. love and friendship are usually attached to this card, is usually driven by passion and love and romance, right? So as far as feelings are concerned, somebody could be, this card can mean the outpouring of great love. See how, oh, it's not pouring on this card, but usually on the Rider Waite card, the water is spilling out, right? So it's like the outpouring of love, okay? And you could be feeling this from somebody, like they're just a really good person. You could have a love interest that's really in love with you, and they could find it a little difficult to hide it. Somebody might be in literally a state of ecstasy. I can definitely see that with the Leo, especially after sex. Yeah. If they are an air sign or another fire sign, because air makes fire explode. So it's pretty explosive in the bed with an air sign that doesn't have strong water or earth placements. It's pretty intense. Have you been with an air sign? Maybe not for everybody, but how about me? How about this? Every Leo I've been with, which has been 2, it has been fucking amazing. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Right? Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, that could be the problem, though. Some of you guys are not getting fucked good. And it's just like somebody is very nice, and you have a big heart, so you appreciate them, but it's like they just really can't, they just can't lay it on, maybe they don't know how to do oral sex right. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if you're in the mood and somebody is not doing it right, some fire signs, especially a Scorpio, will say, get your bunk ass up. Get the fuck up. The fuck are you doing? Get your bunk ass up. They will get mad because you ain't doing it right. How the fuck are you a grown adult and you don't know how to lick some motherfucking coochie? The fuck is going on here? That's right. This is an abomination. You coming in here disrespecting me with this bullshit. All right. All right. Y'all better go. You better. I try to tell you. I try to tell you. Before you laid up and laid down that horrible pipe, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all know I'm just having fun, right? Ciao. Because sex ain't everything. But I mean, for fire signs, maybe. All right, fire signs, Leos. How many okay, all right. See, when you say sex is important, people may say sex is important, but still stay in a sexless relationship for 10 years. So, how many of you will leave a committed relationship because the sex is not good? All right. I don't know. See, I don't know what the loyalty lies in. Is it, are you loyal to the person? Or like sex is so important that if it ain't right, you gotta go. But I do love you. See, I do love you, but this is so important that I can't not have it. I just can't. Okay, how many of you will leave if it ain't right? Oh, not too bad. It don't look too bad. Oh shit. She said I'm out. Deuces. Oh, wow. She said, I'm out. Oh, wow. See, now some people say, well, you can work on the sex part. Oh. Really, Nicholas? You feel that way? I wonder, do you have water in your chart? Okay. So Leo, whoever you're dealing with, if in fact you are dealing with someone, they are feeling the King of Cups about you. Okay. And the King of Cups has his cup in your direction. I wish somebody would come and take these nappy ass braids out because Leo, I just can't. I just can't, child. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna sit up here and take some fucking braids off, braids down when all I could do when I had a wig on was take the wig off and put the wig back on. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but not necessarily. Okay, it could be any sign. My mom got this card for her husband, and he was actually a Leo. But somebody is looking at you with commitment energy. And see, together, those two cups form the Two of Cups. So somebody can talk to you for hours and hours and hours and make love for hours and hours and hours. Somebody is feeling you. This person usually tends to marry for life and regards their partner as a sweetheart. Usually the King of Cups is going to be loyal and faithful. It's the Knight of Cups that you got to worry about, because this person is not really interested in playing the field anymore, especially once he feels what it feels like to make love to someone that you're in love with. It's a real fucked up feeling to feel that feeling and then have to go back to regular sex, to have sex with someone and you guys are feeling each other outside of the bed and you laugh and you talk and this is your nigga and you love them. Yeah, sex, they can do anything and it's orgasmic, pretty much. They can just kiss right here and it's like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely feel like this person is going to shower you with tenderness and affection. And he's going to be very romantic. He's going to be very romantic and show his love. Right? I'm reading for about 10,000 people, so now I'm going to veer off. I feel like this person is going to make you feel emotionally secure and truly loved. Either you know this person or this person is coming. Also, if this water energy and this womb, W-O-M-B, how many of you guys already know this person? This womb. Oh, okay. Oh, really? I'm getting jealous. I don't want to hear about somebody else loving Leos. Oh, I couldn't imagine having to share my Leo. I wouldn't stand for it. Okay, so the King of Cups might want babies. Talk to you about babies kind of fast because they're trying to feel out if you guys want the same thing. Okay, they might talk about babies. Do you want children? And it might happen kind of fast. Like, damn, you don't even know me. It is like, yeah, I'm trying to weed out who I'm going to get serious about, like who's going to give me their womb for my seed, because they could be at this state where they're just feeling children, and it's biological. I started feeling that at 28 for 2 years, and then it went away. But yeah, so I don't know how old Nicholas said I love a possessive Libra. Oh, God. So this could be you, and this is how you're feeling about someone, or this could be how someone is feeling about you. All right. This could be someone who's coming. They're emotionally mature. This could be you. See, Leos talk about their tempers, but I don't bring that out in fire signs. You know what I mean? I most certainly don't bring it out in a man because I'm really submissive to my men, actually. Right? All right. And a lot of the times I'll disagree just so that we can keep harmony. But then, I'll do what I want to do, and I'll do it to where it's never found out about so that we can keep the peace, right? But there's no reason to argue. I'm not going to challenge a man. I'm just not going to do that. I will speak to my man when he is calm. Like if he's angry, I just won't deal with it. And but I tell you one thing that I do is I watch what the fuck I say. I'm angry. I didn't used to, and I kept ending up by myself. Now I know better, because now when I get angry, I am aware of my words, and I look into his eyes, and I'm like, you know what? I love this man. So I'll say, babe, you know what? I'm just too angry to talk to you right now. I'll talk to you later. Right? So somebody, and you might be that way about someone. I like you so much. How many of you guys are just chilled as fuck? We got some chill ass Leos. Do we got some Leos that are just chilled as fuck? Some of you could just be chilled as fuck. You just chill. She said, no, I'm crazy. Right? Okay. So there is this guy or this woman that really loves you, or, you know, they love the emotionally mature side of you. But I do feel someone who is emotionally mature coming, or this could be your person. This person rarely raises their voice in relationship disagreements, and they tend to avoid conflict or difficult situations, preferring to like find a solution that's kind of gentle. This person is very chivalrous too. Like they'll open the car door, they'll close it for you. You Leo, they just might bring out the best in you because they know how to treat a woman, you know. It's very natural for a Libra to treat a Leo like a king or a queen. It's just very natural because they bring out the sides of us that want to tell them how wonderful they are. Like I did a reading for this Leo the other day, and I mean, instantly it was a connection. Immediately, unless there's a strong water placement. If they got strong water placements, then it's a little off a little bit. But she was like real pretty, and she was so friendly and open, and it was just so wonderful. She goes, no, you don't understand. The reason that you get this side of me is because you're my best friend. See, I've been watching you for years, child, and girl, you are my best friend, and you don't know it, and you don't know me, but me and you roll. I said, well, all right then, shit. Oh. So this is a man who feels this way about you, possibly, or a woman who feels this way about you. This could be a homebody. This person likes to also spend time with family. They're very family oriented. He likes to, or she likes to share his home with people that they consider friends. Okay. Right. They are like a really good host and entertainer. All right. So that's how your person is kind of feeling. Leo, you know, I don't understand why you acting kind of funny over here. It's like, I mean, I feel like you're okay with him, you know, you feel okay. I mean, I don't know, like this person is coming in with this heart and this love and this wanting it. I'm ready. And you're coming in as the damn Six of Pentacles. I mean, what the fuck? I feel like some of you are like, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate your fondness. No, I do. I do. I have a big heart. I appreciate you, you know, and thank you. I mean, that's not all of you, you know, because it's like 10,000 of you, but I mean, somebody is not like all that impressed. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt the cross-watcher feelings, and this is, of course, not all Leos, just the ones that are bringing in their energy kind of strong for this reading, child. It just, you know, it's like, well, you are one of the people that feel that way about me, and then there's another person that feels that way about me, And then there's another person that feels that way. Well, I'm so sorry. So, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't want to hurt Leon. I just want everybody to feel loved, especially if you're coming correct with me. I'm going to come correct with you. But see, I'm the sun, and a lot of people are attracted. So Leo is kind of, well, you're lovely, and maybe on Monday, and shit, Ricardo calls us Sunday. Want to go? Nothing wrong with getting a little steak and having a little bit of wine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like this new one up here that's texting. It's like, oh my God, do you have a job? Oh, but of course, I'm too gracious to say anything like that. So this may be you, or this could be how somebody else is feeling. Okay. And it appears that somebody is like just so in love. They're just gone in their heart. And I don't think that they know that the Leo has options, or, it's like somebody is just not really quite sold. They're rooting for you. Okay. The Leo is rooting for you. It's like, go, you go, yeah, best man win. Go, Sally, go. Yay! All right. He stepped the fuck up, did it? So I don't know who this is for. Okay. I don't know. You may not be feeling everybody, or yeah, somebody's not sold yet, and somebody could be considering their options, or the Leo could actually just be focusing on money right now too. That could be one of the meanings of the Six of Pentacles, but it usually carries a very strong message. And it tells us that our circumstances in life can change very rapidly. You can be rich one moment and bankrupt overnight the next. So some of you, your partner may see you as more well off than they are, or Leo, you may be seeing yourself. Actually, you may be seeing yourself better than someone, or like they're not quite where you are financially, because you could be dating somebody younger. You could be dating someone who still lives with their mom, or they don't have their own place. They're on Section 8, or maybe they live in HUD housing. They live with their roommate. Money is your focus. Okay, good. All right, they live with their roommate. But I do see that you could be focused on getting help right now, or getting some money right now. Some of you are, right? So, so you just could be, and I do see success. All right. Now, others of you might be in a position where you really need a lot of help right now. And you're kind of in this position where you're with your hands out. And you might have to swallow your pride and be grateful for what you receive, right? And so that could be happening as far as why Leo is seeing this, or why the Six of Pentacles is coming up as how you feel. Now, sometimes in a relationship reading, this could represent dominance, right? Because usually in this card, there's somebody who is giving the money, and then there's somebody else who is receiving, right? So you could be an at-home mom, or maybe that's what you want. You want your wife to work at home, right? It also represents dominance, though, right? But it's like an arrangement that is acceptable. Like one is the provider, the protector, the decision maker, the holder of the purse string, while maybe the other is content and relieved to leave all of that to the other and, takes care, maybe they stay at home and they do the housekeeping duties and raise the kids. They're homemakers, right? That could be the case too. So sometimes it means that you will marry into money. Yeah. Like you will, like you could, what is that called? Hypergamy. How do you guys pronounce that? Hypergamy. Am I saying it right? Some of you could marry up with this card. Right? Because again, there's somebody who's poor and there's somebody who's rich. So you may have come from a poor background, right? Like this is definitely the reading for my mom. This is exactly what happened. So, because I remember us struggling until she met the Leo. We were like poor, women. Well, women usually don't make as much as men, and we can't lay brick and do jackhammer and build skyscrapers and clean windows 25 feet in the air. So those are a whole bunch of men that work and they have these jobs, and we were poor. We were poor. Then my mom got with a man who had a PhD and had 6 figures, and we came up. I mean, our living conditions changed, and you should see. I want to show you her house. I'm going to show you my mama's house because y'all think that I'm playing with you. When we first started, we were in some pretty dire circumstances. And then what I'm predicting now happened. And now she married a Leo, and but I want you to know this is after 25 years, you guys. Okay, so I don't want you to feel the kind of way, but yeah, this is my mom's house. This is where she and her husband live, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if you can see it on this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And so anyway, so some of you may definitely marry up. Like you'll marry a man, and I know what I'm talking about. All right. Because see, some men like damsels in distress. Some men, they want to provide. They want to go get a girl that's in another class to be her hero. I was looking at this love thing on TV, and there were 2 women. One had it together. The other one was kind of like maybe one generation from a trailer park, right? And her mama and them had it hard. And the guy, the Aries, had a pretty house, and his family was upscale, and she was just so in awe of her husband. She was like, oh my God, look at this house. And he chose her. But so my prediction for some of you is this has already happened, or this will happen, that you will marry into somebody who got it together financially. That's another definition of the 6 of coins. Or some of you could be dating someone who you don't feel as strong for them as they feel for you. Maybe at one time you did, but at this time you don't. But now for the last remnant of you that this card could be representing, if you're in a relationship, is it could represent balance in a relationship. It can indicate that you and your partner will be kind and generous towards each other. You're going to do your part, they're going to do their part, right? And there's a strong possibility that you guys are really going to know your roles really well, right? So I feel like there's going to be give and take, and you guys are going to be working on balancing give and take. in this connection. I see somebody being kind to you, and you might be taken aback by their kindness. All right. So also, the Six of Coins is you really talking about, well, when the Pentacles comes up, it's usually about money, but I was kind of like interpreting it for love. But it's a card that indicates employment and being valued in the workplace. Okay, it's a real good card to get if you're trying to change careers, because it looks like you'll be more successful than you anticipate. This could also represent like somebody in a powerful position being generous towards you. This could take the form of a boss or a business associate offering a financial bonus or just being good to you. This could represent also finances. It could represent bank investors investing in your business. You could be giving a gift, or like I know a Leo who's getting home health care now. And so the state or the government or Medicare, Medicaid, whatever, they're going to pay for. It's my aunt actually, because she fell. You guys, my Leo aunt fell. Yeah, let me show you, because I couldn't believe it. And I said, let me take a picture in case the doctors want some more information on what happened. But anyway, she fell. And now, yeah, look at that. She fell. And thank God her home health care provider was here. You're welcome, Six Figures. You see her right there on the floor? Yeah, she fell. She fell down. And we had to call the paramedics and stuff. But now the paramedics or the hospitals are giving her some aid. This could represent aid. Okay. So now there's going to be a nurse that comes out to the house, and the government or whoever pays for this is paying for it. Like that's another definition of the Six of Pentacles, right? Yeah, Nicholas. Now, the obstacle, yeah. So that is basically where you are feeling, or where, maybe the Leo is. I think the Leo is also really focused on wanting to have something stable and solid, a relationship that they can bring around their family, because this is the Four of Wands talks about celebrating your relationship. It's like happy families, coming home celebration, wedding. Maybe some of you may really want to get married right now. And you know what? Interestingly enough, Leos, I think that's a really great place to be, because do you know that the majority of celebrities, okay, who have died of like alcohol or drug overdoses, the majority of celebrities who have died of drug overdoses, they were unmarried during the time of death. Prince, Whitney Houston, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, Amy Winehouse. Let's see, who else can I think of? Dorothy Dandridge. See, not having that person there is so painful. And some of these drug overdoses was accidental, like Whitney. Not having your person beside you, not being married, not having that significant other is so painful that these people with millions of dollars and mansions and fame and popularity and 2 million followers and 10 million followers, and in the process of trying to numb the pain, they killed themselves. It's so painful to be by yourself and not have your soulmate that people literally killed themselves in the process of trying to numb up the damn pain. It ain't natural. It's not natural to be by yourself. You know, it's just that for some of you, the obstacle is, you know, you might go off on people. And who am I talking to? Y'all better go tell. All right, all right. Now, who needs to hear this? Do you kind of go off on people, child? Who goes off on people? You better leave my fire signs alone. You know they can't help it. They can't help it, child. They just get fired up sometimes, and the fire just, you know. Now there's a difference between getting fired up and torching a motherfucking building down. Who gets fired up in here? You ain't nobody being all right. Ain't nobody trying to tell the truth. Thank you, Six Figures. She said, I'm talking about you, child. She said, I just be snapping away. Child, listen, honey. She said, I'll be going off. Now, I don't bring that out of Leo, so I don't really see that, but I sure the fuck bring it out in Aries. Leave me alone with an Aries, and we gonna have a heated argument, maybe within 3 hours. Oh, hell yeah. All right. She said, girl, I burned up my lover's clothes. All right. All right. So now it's saying that tendency, Leos, don't get mad at me. Y'all don't be getting mad at your sister, child. Y'all know how these damn cards are. Shit. They say that this might be, well, it might be a little problem. Don't make me get up from this table, girl, because I will get up and go get some water and slap somebody. Child. It says that, well, sister, it's like, come on now, don't do me like that. Like somebody's coming, and sister and brother, they gonna love you, child. But then somebody, I ain't saying it's you, but some Leo, somewhere, maybe they in motherfucking Africa. Shit. Maybe the damn Leo's in Ireland, god damn it. But some Leo somewhere goes the fuck off, and baby, it just, the person is like, bitch, you just went the fuck off. No, you didn't get upset. You went the fuck off. What the fuck? Do you know that you just burned up my shit, bitch? You just burned my clothes. What the fuck is going on? Right? Chad, I know I ain't talking to you, girl. But whatever Leo that's doing this, you better let him know, Leo, child. Is this your auntie? Oh God. Okay. And it's like, because baby, the time that I saw a Leo roar, this is the honest to God truth. I never, ever, never fucked with that bitch again. I mean, I love her. She's still in my life, but I knew, do not fuck with her. No. I'm just as meek and nice around her because I seen that bitch roar. She said, I said, And she's so nice. I mean, normally she's a very nice, meek, mild, loving Leo. But I seen that bitch roar, and it was nothing that I ever wanted to see again. Now, Taurus, I've seen the bull get mad. I can get down with that. But that roar, that Leo getting mad, oh girl. So I don't know if y'all are roaring around the house. Child, but if I was in the house and I was your man and you roared like that Leo roared, I would be hiding in the basement. Okay. And I would lock the door so you couldn't get in. Because I don't know if you just turned into a goddamn lion. I mean, what the fuck? Like I've seen fire signs tempers, and 90% of the fire signs that I read for got anger issues. It's just a fire sign thing, you know. Some people just got it under control more than others, right? But Chad, I'm talking to the ones that you get angry and you goes the fuck off. And when you go off, it is absolutely terrifying. And so what happens is you end up by yourself. Don't get mad at me. Y'all mad? Are you mad? Don't get mad. Because I feel like at first it's like me and the Leo, I love you. Yeah. Let's settle down and have some babies and get a house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then this bitch. And then this motherfucking nigga. And then they goes the fuck off. And it's like, what is going on up in this motherfucking house? Are we in the twilight zone? Because, bitch, you go off to the degree that I think that we's in the motherfucking twilight zone. The fuck? I don't know who I'm talking to, but Spirit had a message for somebody. Oh God. She said, no, people test my gangster. She said, nah, that's what it is. People, and let me say something about that. You know, you are absolutely right. So there's two things. Number one, Leos, you need to do something to get your energy. You got to do something because you got this fire. You got to do something to expel it, okay? Whether it's walk, you can just walk around the house and go like this. Okay, everybody move your arms. Are you moving it? Wave your hands in the air like you don't care. All right, you can just walk around the house and go like this, like this. Okay, get that shit out. Or you can just go like this, right? Or you can start dancing. You can start twerking, but twerking might make you want to fuck, so. All right. So, see, it seems like y'all, all right. It seems like somebody got a shadow side that needs some sunlight. We gonna get that bullshit out of the shadow and we gonna talk about it. Yes, honey. We are going to talk about it. Oh, yeah. And let me tell you that. That's what I want to tell you. Number one, you might need to do some things to control your temper so that you can stay married, right? Because honestly, from my heart, I'm seeing that some of you are going to attract a husband that you won't be able to keep because of your tendency of going off. And I used to go off in my younger years, so I understand. And I could never keep a man because people really don't want to deal with that, right? It's like if you know you have this tendency of going off, what are you going to do about it? And I didn't do anything about it. And I didn't know why they didn't want to get married. Right. And I was listening to this dating coach, and he says a woman who handles her anger with grace is immediately looked at as wife material when a guy is dating. You know what I mean? Like, you can argue and not go off with it. And the thing that helped me, in case you're like, damn, I need some help, was therapy. He said, just keep me sexually satisfied and I'll be good. You can go off, bitch. You can go off. You go off. You go off. Are we going to fuck next? All right. The bitch got a temper. The bitch got a temper. So, y'all bad. Y'all are bad. So the strength reverse card can signal that you're prone to explosive behavior, like lashing out at others and becoming aggressive. And you may act without thinking and end up doing something you regret later. You could like get angry and end the relationship. How many of you guys end the relationships when you're angry? Okay, well, fine, it's done. Well, fine, it's over. Okay, oh, you gonna do me like that? You gonna do me like that, motherfucker? Okay, well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done. I am done. All right. Now, how many of you guys do this? I am wired the fuck up this morning, huh? I am like on 10. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. Who says I'm out the fuck? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? The people who say, oh, it's over, I'm done. Girl, you better go on somebody else's station. Don't tell me what the fuck to do on my station. Do not tell me what the fuck to do. You got the wrong one. For real. You asked for space. I'm through with somebody's daughter. What is this saying? Oh, okay. Now, okay, but a lot of you don't tell the person that it's over, or you do. How many of you get angry and you say it's over? Yeah, you're right. And this is a new coffee too. And whoever said that this coffee thing right here, it heats up. You put it on a battery. It heats up, it charges, and it keeps your coffee warm for like 2 hours. But when the red light is on, it means that it's time to charge again. But I can't live without it anymore. You just ghost. She said, I need some of her coffee. Okay, some of you, that's what it is. Some of you, if it's not an explosive temper, then that's great, Nicholas. You could be quick to walk away. Raise your hands. Raise your hands in the air like you don't care. How many of you guys are quick to walk away? Tell the truth and shame the damn devil. How many of you are quick? God damn it. I don't need to deal with this. Please, deuces. Deuces, bitch. Deuces, motherfucker. See, all right, come on now. Well, see, the problem is we live in a society where there's so much variety. Okay, one last question: how many of you guys live in or very close to a major metropolitan city? When I say close, I mean like you are maybe 5 miles away to some action. All right. Not not some places 2 hours away. Because one of the places in Texas where I have a house, I bought a house, it takes 2 hours to get to the strip club. Child, because I looked it up. What are you saying? You're a New Yorker. How many of you guys live very close to how many of you guys okay, so what happens when you live in metropolitan, six figures, that was a long time ago. What happens when you live in metropolitan cities and you have a car? How many of you have a car? And you have a car, the truth is there's just a lot of fucking options. I mean, and there's nothing you can do about the abundance of the 21st century. And there's nothing you can really do about abundance, because to a certain extent, you're right. You could move on and do something else because you can be by yourself, but that just may end up happening, Leos. You might end up by yourself, right? I feel like some of you need to work on being maybe a little bit more courageous when your pride is hurt. I don't know. What else could the strength reverse be saying? You need to get stronger with your staying power. Okay. Interestingly enough, Leos, I was looking at a documentary with Diane Carroll and Eartha Kitt. Anybody young enough to know who they are? Do you guys know who Diane Carroll and Eartha Kitt is? Or is that like way beyond your days? I don't really know too many things that they played in, but I know the name. You know the name, Diane Carroll and Eartha Kitt? Well, you know what, Leos? Interestingly enough, I was watching them. All right, Leos, hold my hand. Let's hold each other's hand, because this thing that I'm about to say about Diane Carroll is kind of sad. All right. But in her older years, in her 70s, I don't know how many of you guys seen this interview, but she was alone. So this is when she don't have no more money, no more fame, and this attitude resulted in her driving around in Los Angeles in her 70s, wishing that she was more humble in her marriage. She said, I have always been very difficult, and I've been married 4 times. And she says, it's very hard to live alone. And she goes, and I'm really trying to adopt. How many of you guys seen this documentary? She says, when I look back on my life, I wish that I would have been easier to get along with, because now I wake up on Christmas by myself, Eartha Kitt, another one, died alone. And Eartha, in her 70s, she didn't get humble like, what's her name? What did I just say? Donna Washington, married, was it 18 times, 11, 8 times, something like that, and died alone. Because I ain't got to deal with that shit. And see, then when you get to a certain age, not too many men are going to be trying to knock down your door anyway. So if you've already secured one, might as well be nice, right? I feel like some of you need to understand more information about what it takes to get along with someone else in a marriage, right? Like some people just don't know. I mean, like I would spend a whole bunch of time on a computer, not really thinking about my fiance. And he's like, wow, you're really selfish. I want to spend some time with you too. Oh, okay, babe. Now, Leos, so I was really argumentative, and I didn't really understand the impact that my argumentative behavior or quit or deuces, because I would do that too. I'm out, right? I didn't. Number one, is very unattractive, right? Um, I'm going to tell you something. Me personally, I begin to secretly resent the person that does this because it's emotionally manipulative. It's saying also it's really unloving. It's like you're not worth fighting for. You're not like they say in the Bible that love is patient. So somebody that would just throw you away, they don't love you. Love is patient, and patient means that you endure uh, a long suffering without complaining because you love this person, right? I remember I had this. I was homeless and I got my place first, but I became friends with this girl who was still in the shelter. So since I came up first, I was like, well, why don't you come and stay and live with me? And she didn't have no money, so she didn't have to pay anything. But so I did a lot of stuff for her. But one day we went to Starbucks and she really enjoyed this drink. And I sat there without saying anything. And I just let her finish her drink without saying, oh, come on, girl, or girl. Because normally I would be like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, But I was studying love. And it said that love is long suffering. It will suffer for a long period of time without complaining because of how it feels about you. It can suffer you. It can deal with you, So check this out. I'm almost done, Leos. I know I talk to the left because I'm high. That's why I do that. But so she told me, Leo, she was a Cancer. She told me that the day that I sat there next to her at Starbucks and did not rush her with the drink was the day that she felt the most amount of love from me than anything else I had done for her. Now, what I'm telling you is I had let this girl come to my house. She got out of the shelter and she cared more about me. I don't know what her love language is to make that. Maybe acts of service obviously was not her language, but for me to sit there and not say a word and just let her enjoy the environment and slurp on her soda, because there were times of silence between us. And I had to do that on purpose. And because otherwise I'm not tripping. Come on, let's go. Champ girl, you better finish that damn drink. It's been 20 minutes, bitch. How long does it take to sip some fucking coffee? But so I say that to say, not to make anybody feel bad, but just to kind of make you know what it feels like. I was looking at Love and Hip Hop last night, and it was a same-sex relationship with these two men. One name was Willie, I don't know. And the other one name was Milan. And when Willie did something wrong, Milan kicked him out. It's over, right? And it made me feel disgust for that character. And I knew that he wasn't going to be with that man long, because I don't know about you, but secretly, if somebody tells me that, it's over. Because my thing is, you're playing with my heart. You're playing with my emotions. Number two, you don't give a fuck about me because you're not even giving me a chance. Number three, you don't have good conflict resolution skills. So if we were to get married and I were to take you seriously, every time one little thing happens, you go. And every time I end up and I show up to the relationship imperfect, I have to worry about you saying you're going to leave me. And that really fucking hurts. It hurts. It's very painful. It fucking hurts. It hurts so deeply that it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. If you are so cold and cruel, and sometimes life makes you cruel like that, to where it's like, well, fuck you. I don't want to deal with this. It's over. Wives do not do that. Women who have been trained since they were children to be wives, when they get angry, they don't end the relationship. And that is what will separate you from a city girl. The way that you handle conflict when you're angry. Because one thing about this Scorpio is when he's angry, he's always smooth. No matter how angry I get him, he's smooth. He's like, you know what? You really don't need to yell right now. And so I back down from my man real fast because I don't want to experience domestic violence. But I do have a gun and I will kill him if he put his hands on me. He knows that. And I told him, if you put your hands on me, if I were you, I wouldn't go to sleep. Because, see, I would feel that life in prison would be worth putting a bullet in your motherfucking head if you had the guile to put your hands on me. And I also told him, I said, listen, I am a motherfucking police caller. You put your hands on me, I will call them white motherfucking boys, and I will prosecute. I will go forward and go to court and make sure your bitch ass gets that on your motherfucking record. So you put your hands on me and I'm calling the police. I don't give a fuck. You should have thought about that before you put your hands on me. So I let them know. I will call the police. If you cross that line, you're going to jail. And I will press charges. I will. I don't care if your mama call, your daddy. I don't give a fuck if I get fired. I don't give a fuck. We're going to go all the way to the end of the court. Whatever it takes, I will take you back to court and back and back and back and back until your bitch ass pays for that shit. Because I don't play that. And I'm not going to fight somebody that puts their hands on me. I'm just going to go get the gun. And it'll be a wrap. That'll be a wrap. So I'm going to tell you this, Leos. Let me close this reading, though. So I had met this really good looking Latin man, and child, the rhythm was just so wonderful. And he was talking to me, and my friend knew him, and he had won this award for saving a woman who was getting raped in the parking lot at the post office in Berkeley. Right? And he was Latino and he was so sexy. And, you know, oh, yes. Okay. All right. Nicholas, you're so damn crazy. So he was just so sweet. And we were in an Indian bar, you guys, and it was elegant. And it was an upscale bar near UC Berkeley. And this was the first time I had ever in my life talked to someone and had that feeling of this is my husband. Because a lot of people say they feel that when they're really talking to their husband. And you know it was right because y'all married now, right? But I was like, oh, this is my husband for sure. And I had Latino men before, but he was special. And so he was brave and he had he was kind of buff and all that kind of stuff. And then when everybody left, he put his head down and started talking to me like a little boy. Oh my God. I was like, oh, he's so precious, right? But then he said something, y'all. He said, well, you know, I really stand up for women because when I was a little boy, I used to watch my father hit my mother. It was a wrap. I was done. There was nothing else to say. I did not want his phone number. I did not want him near me. I did not want to finish the conversation. I was done. There was nothing to talk about. I went to the bathroom. Some of you guys know this story already. And that was the second time that I had a vision. And in the vision, I literally saw myself like 20, 30 years older. And I saw that I would have 2 kids with that man. And I looked in the mirror and I saw I had a black eye. And it was a vision. So when I left the bathroom, he was to the left. If I went down there, he was there. But I looked to the right and my car was parked right in front of the back door. And they had the back door open because the kitchen was right there and they needed some air. So I just went out of the back door, got in my car, and I never looked back because I don't want no motherfucking body putting their goddamn hands on me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if we're rich and you fine and we have kids and we're married for life. Don't put your hands on me because you won't live. You won't live, right? Because I wouldn't be able to think. Like, I would go off. I wouldn't be able to think. I would get the gun and just load it and just shoot and be like, well, that's how I was, right? So I'm saying that to say now, if there are some people, Leos, that just kind of rub you the wrong way, and you a fire sign, and dealing with them, now dealing with other people, you don't feel fired up like that. But this bitch over here, they fire you up, right? It's like, bitch, why are you, listen, and you going up, you going up, you going up, you going up. That's a motherfucker to stay away from. Because see, you're going to catch a case. And you already got these anger issues, all right? So there's two things. One thing is you got to deal with your anger issues, like go exercise, go to the park, whatever you got to do. And number two, you got to stay away from people that just kind of got their own unresolved issues. And so they just push buttons like for a living. That's just what the fuck they do. You know, my aunt, she is very ungrateful. She's really ungrateful. And her phone wasn't working. And, I spent like about a good 3 minutes fixing her cell phone to get the ringer working and stuff like that. So I told her, I said, okay, listen, in order for us to call you, you're going to have to stop pressing the buttons up here. Because whatever you're pressing up here, you are turning your volume down. So she took the phone and she said, well, you can't make me hold my phone right. What? You can't make me? And I was a little insulted by that because I was like, why would you say that? What? Well, you can't make me hold my phone, right? It made me feel like, well, bitch, fuck you. I'm not going to do a goddamn thing for you. You know? And I'm really resistant to helping someone who has a smart ass motherfucking mouth and who's ungrateful. You know, because now it's like, well, I need this, that, and that. And it's like, well, what are you going to do about it? You know, because I'm doing this, that, and that, and I'm not willing to do that, and that. My mother would not stop calling me, asking me to do this, that, and that. So I blocked her ass. My other aunt wouldn't stop calling me. You have a right to say no. All right. So it looks like somebody is disappointed. Oh my God, has it been 1 hour and 12 minutes? It looks like somebody had somebody feels like the way that you respond when you're angry, or you feel this way about them, the way that they respond when they're angry, or their lack of relationship skill set has really disappointed you, okay? Or disappointed them because things did not go the way that they thought they would go, or this is something that's in the future. Like, you're going to meet somebody who could be the love of your life. And you could be, or you could already know the love of your life, right? And you guys could be at a distance. Maybe you don't live together right now, right? I feel like for some reason the Leo is coming in reverse. So we had all kind of reasons. It could be a temper. It could be like you don't really give people a chance, mainly because, maybe because you're very attractive, and that's kind of cold. That's why when you find an attractive woman or a man that's willing to stick by you, and when things go wrong, it's not like deuces. It's very rare, and you want to keep them. I can't put in words how ugly and how much of a turnoff it is when somebody acts ugly when they're angry. Like, it's a real big turnoff. It just, to me, they automatically is housed as side chick. It's like, ugh, what if my family sees this? God, I don't want my mom and my brothers and dad to see me going through a situation where this is how my wife acts. She gets angry and leaves the family picnic and storms off with the kids, and she puts all the kids in the car and then drives off, speeds off, and she's making a fool of me in front of my family, in front of my friends, and then want to know why she just a baby mama. Maybe if you act like a wife, I'd marry your ass. Oh, maybe if you act like a husband, I'd marry your ass. Okay, you sitting up here coming in all goddamn hours of the night, and then you're going to turn around and ask me to marry you. Nigga, is you crazy? Fuck no. I'm not going to marry you and you acting crazy. Why the hell would I do that? So, I'm going to leave this card because we've been on it for a long time, but the strength reverse can also indicate that you, like I said, you have an impulse control. Okay, you have an impulse control problem. Now, I've never seen this with Leos, but I definitely have seen it with Aries. I've definitely seen an Aries go the fuck off real fast about anything. Oh, you say because they fine and they can get away with it. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, see, now this is what's up. You're right. You are right. You are fine and you can get away with it. But one day you're going to get older and you're not going to be able to get away with the kind of shit that you got away with when you were in your 20s, even if you're older and you look better than the women in their 20s, even if you look better than them. You won't get as many options as you did when you were a young, hot thing. And so if the only tools that you know at 20-something is to run away, what makes you think that when you get older, you're going to all of a sudden know how to do it right? These are things that you need to practice while you're young so that when you get older, like Eartha Kitt and Dinah Shore, you don't die alone. Diana Carroll was a 10 to me, 1 to 10, especially when she was young, right? And could nobody stand her ass. As fine as she was, could nobody stand her ass, And there are in LA. Now, maybe if you live in Minnesota, being fine is a big deal. But see, I'm from California where there's a fine bitch on every other corner. They are meter maids because everybody is trying to be famous in LA. They work at the hospital. You see fine people who work at Starbucks. I mean, like some of the shit that you see on TV is right, especially if you go to certain areas. You go to Santa Monica, there's like drop dead gorgeous baristas. And I mean, everywhere you go, there are really pretty women in LA, and a lot of them are fake. And so men are not really moved by a big butt and fake titties and a pretty girl because they're everywhere in California. Like maybe not in Kentucky. So there are, like, I knew this girl named Kim. I don't know, but she was I don't know what her last name is. Pretty, but she couldn't sell. She couldn't close the sale. She couldn't close the deal on marriage because, like, I remember talking to her because she liked women too, right? And she said, well, I want somebody to just pay for everything, and I don't want to have to work. And I said, well, I heard that, Mama. So I said, okay. let's say that let's say that somebody, took on your proposition and said, yeah, okay, all right. Uh, what do you bring to the table? And I didn't say it like that because, that's kind of like a noose saying. I said, okay, so the first thing that you offered, Kim, is that you're beautiful. And you are. Drop fucking dead, gorgeous, beautiful. All right. Now, what's number two? What do you mean, what's number two? Well, do you cook? No. Okay. Do you clean? No. Look at me. Okay. And I'm not interested in giving head. And I think that he should just eat me out. And it's about me. And I want to be flown everywhere. And, I am this light-skinned, green-eyed, good-haired diva bitch. I'm a red bone superior to all you bitches. And you should know that, motherfucker, and put a ring on it. And nobody did. You know what they did? They fucked her and sent her home with her crazy ass. Yeah, it's like, well, bitch, there's a whole bunch. I mean, honestly, like if you want to, like, if you're a man and you really want to fuck a real pretty woman, you should get an escort in LA. You will have access to somebody that looks like Ray J's wife. What's her name? That pretty woman. Brandy's brother, his wife, who he keeps trying to divorce. I can't think of her name right now, but Jesus, I was looking at her on Love and Hip Hop. It was hard to look at the screen. She's so pretty. But yeah, there's women that look pretty like that, ain't got nobody in LA because there's a whole bunch of them. So, it really is that there's somebody who, Leo, was just too hard to live with. And they didn't have good relationship skills, or whenever something went wrong, they just left. Like they didn't have staying power. And I'm feeling, Leo, that some of you who are not married yet, you're going to attract this husband or this wife, but I feel like I just feel like some of you are just going to be like, God damn it, I told you to not put the fucking peanut butter on the second shelf. Deuces, bitch. Motherfucker. You think I got to be with somebody that put the damn peanut on the second shelf instead of the first shelf? Do you know who I am? And it's like, wait, Leo, give me a chance. I can put the damn peanut butter on the second shelf. Give me a chance. I ain't giving you no goddamn chances. You should know, motherfucker. I done told you once. Y'all know I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. Who am I talking to, Chad? Yeah. Oh my God, Angelique, really? See, some of you are just too fine. Some of you just too fine for your own damn good. You see what I'm saying? Nicholas is still on the sex. And she said, and then her Virgo placement don't help. That's okay, Nicholas. You might have a high level of testosterone. Yeah, they said that arm. Yeah, let me stop. I'm not going to gossip. But yeah, child, it's like, see, the problem is some of you are fine and you can just stop dealing with one and walk down the street. Like I have this Leo client, fine as fuck. I mean, she walks in the goddamn room and it's in all that ass and, and these big boobs and these big ass hips and this small waist. She had a jumpsuit on and it was like, damn. Whatever you ask, I would pay to fuck you, right? But she can just go through them so fast. So she's like, motherfucker, you know what? Your motherfucking natural, your afro is sideways. I ain't fucking with you. Next. All right. Come on. I'm auditioning you, motherfucker. Now come on. All right. Okay, you doing this right. Okay, I'll give you another date. I might let you suck my toes. Now, you haven't graduated to the pussy yet. All right. All right. And then, somebody got a little dick. I don't know who that is. And it's like, okay, I'm going to let you pass with your little dick because you love me so much and you're so nice. But just know you on probation too. All right. Because you should have told me about your little handicap. Uh-huh. All right. I'm just letting you know. Child. Oh God. Oh, that's okay, honey. If you small, because sometimes too big is not good. But I was trying to figure out what was going on with Omarion and April. Honey, April just been passed around to everybody, okay? But from Love and Hip Hop, and she said that he decided to get on Love and Hip Hop in order to dispel gay rumors. And they was never having sex. First it was, oh, he's too big. Oh, he needs to be circumcised, And it's like, she kept talking about how horny she was. It's like, how are you horny and you got a man there? I don't know. Be yourself. So that's what I see, Leos. Somebody tell me what you heard, okay? Because we laugh so much. I hope you got the message through all the laughter, Chad. Did y'all get the message? What did you hear, Chad? You think so? Oh, no. She said that his penis was huge. And that's why they wasn't having sex. What? Hey, TB. Okay, tell me what you heard. Yeah, Nakaya. Monette, you the only woman that can be in love and say, fuck that nigga and move ninja and move on. Okay, the thing about it is, if you're confused, the reading wasn't for you. Okay, so what did you hear? Yeah, child. Mm-hmm. Very, very good, Angelique Beautiful. Okay. Look how sharp her mind is. That was a real sharp mind that put that hour and a half together in a damn sentence. How the hell did you do that? Tone it down a notch. There you go. There you go. There you go, Truth Tribe. Leo is valuable, but not above being humble. What? Oh, really? Princess, yes. Well, so now she is just stunning. Who is moaning? Is my dog outside? Doggies? Uh-oh. I better go. Is that Carlos? Yeah. So let me see, because I'm going to end this now. Chad. All right. Right. Princess is a Leo? And what is Omarion? Omarion is a Capricorn, huh? What? Is that right? Yeah, child. I don't know what a sneaky link is. Yeah, he's a cat. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Oh, he's gonna break you. That sucks, you know. But no, seriously, I don't think really women talk about that much. They don't talk about how, size matters. I mean, I guess men feel that the pussy ain't good, they can't stay there. And I guess the girl feel if it's too little or too big, I can't stay there. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody out here needs to heal from low self-esteem. And I feel like somebody needed to hear that. Okay, there might be some self-esteem issues going on, and and if you feel secretly on a deep level that you are worth less than others, I would invite you to start smoking marijuana, because child, don't send me no doctor. Fill me up on them pills. Got me a man named Dr. Feel Good. Yeah, yeah. This thing takes care of my pains and my ills. Yeah. What is wrong with me this morning, child? I don't know what the hell is going on. I just tell you, child. No, seriously. Seriously, though. I see the star here, and there is, for some of you, you guys have a lot of hope in love and romance with the star. You might just sense a lot of hope and optimism, which sounds like you. Optimism can be a very powerful magnet. I was looking at, it's like one of these dating coach, I think Vic, and he's real smart, by the way. He's a black guy. He's in his car, light skin. He's married. That's another thing I like about him. He's a dating coach that's teaching advice and he's actually living it. But he said one of the things that turns a guy on is a positive woman. It's I go with a Scorpio, and it's a negative sign. And so, like the negative signs, the earth and the water, they have a proclivity towards the negative, and it's really unattractive to me. It really is. And I told him, I said, I don't even want to hear you talk sometimes, because I know it's just going to be some negative bullshit. And I'm a happy person. I don't want to hear the bullshit. You never want to. No, I don't. If you want to sit, bitch, moan, and complain, go talk to somebody else, because I'm not the one. For real. Twilight? What's that? What you talking about, Chad? I feel like you're going to be very charismatic and charming the next couple of weeks, or you're going to meet an Aquarius that's coming into your life that may offer you love, who may be a little bit more established, and it could work, but it just seems like you might be there's like 6 avoidant types, attachment styles. Some of you are an avoidant, like you don't attach too often, and if you do, it's quick. Some of you do this because you're loners, and that's just how it is. You can have strong Virgo placements. Some of you do this because you don't have the skills that you need. Like I told you earlier, I would go off on people, and I started seeing my Annie said, you need an anger management therapist. And she's in her 70s, and I felt like she knew what she was talking about. And so I found a Scorpio anger management therapist. And y'all, I thought he was going to teach me a lot of tools and shit. Nah, child. You know what he did? He just made me look at the consequences of my anger. And we did that week after week. He goes, all right, now, so you went off, you knocked everything off the table. All right. And now she moved out and she lived with somebody else, and you in a big 5-bedroom house by yourself. So let's talk about that. Is this the result that you want? Because see, this is the result that you're going to get if you continue behaving like this. And I mean, that's all he did was, I mean, he was calm as cool as a cucumber, and was just talking about the results of my anger. So now when I get angry, I am in tune with what I'm saying to my partner, because you're going to end up like Eartha Kitt and Donna Washington, Prince, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. Them motherfuckers couldn't get along with anybody, right? You got to learn how to get along with people, how to dummy down the diva shit. Because see, check this out. You might as well spend your pretty days being smarter than the rest of these city girls. Because see, what's going to happen is the way you handle conflict is that you leave, and 1 year, it ain't going to be as easy to get a man the way it was before. So now you're going to be dating men and women that's going to be looking at your personality and see, and actually paying attention to how do you handle conflict, right? There is, you know why I choose Scorpios to be in relationships with? Because they are right. They will ride or die with you. There are so many other things that's missing from the relationship that I love from fire and air signs, right? But the most important thing to me is somebody staying by my side. Like, that's sexier than anything else. And I have never read that anywhere about Libras. Like, I have never read anybody ever write that. And I have a Libra stellium. They say superficial stuff like actually sophistication is very attractive to us. And yeah, that's right. And looking nice, yes. Beauty is very, very important. And elegance is very important. But to me, even above that is just a motherfucker that will ride or die. Now, so, you know, this deuces, I'm out. I know that it's a defense mechanism for some of you. And then for others of you, it's just because you live in fucking Los Angeles, San Francisco, Cleveland, LA. I mean, you know, it's a whole lot of bitches in this motherfucker, you know, but there's, you know, I feel like you may be letting a big fish go because you don't have the tools to have conflict resolution. Because in this day and age, for the millennials, conflict resolution means you leave the relationship. I mean, like, that's really sad and pathetic. I mean, fuck. Why the fuck are we learning about shit that happened in 1400 BC instead of learning how to get along with a motherfucking man? Why aren't we being taught conflict resolution in school? I just don't understand. I mean, like, we are really archaic with what we learn in college. I mean, in school, you got to go to college to learn that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't. Her grandparents have been married for 62 years. But see, now the problem was back then, there really wasn't that big of opportunities for women. You kind of had to do what you had to do. But now women can fucking be presidents and vice presidents and run multi-billion-dollar companies. And they're like Rihanna, there's young billionaires and stuff like that, you know? And so, do you know, Leos, that in the stats that I read, especially those of you who are interested in being married, there is a 50% chance that a financially independent woman will file for divorce because of just the choices that she has. I don't want to deal with it. Well, I told you to put the peanut butter on the second shelf and you didn't, motherfucker. So I'm out. I am getting into my motherfucking van. I'm getting into my Mercedes because people, women are doing well. And I am going to rent another house. And I don't want to deal with you just because I don't want to. Yeah, well, you snore, bitch. And I am just not going to be with somebody who snores because I'm the boss bitch and I don't have to. Yeah, because I said so. Actually, I really don't even have to explain myself to you, motherfucker. Right. Just get out. It's too hot. I don't want to look at you today, and I just want somebody else anyway. There we go. Somebody new. Hey. Yeah, it's like that. For some people, I don't know. I know, fiery healer. I'm being funny, child. So, but it's not that bad for all Leos. Some of you are fixed signs. If somebody is if you're dealing with a Leo and they can let you go kind of easily, they probably have some mutable placements in some very serious parts of their chart. Okay. Because usually, a lot of times, a Leo will ride or die with you if you're treating them right, unless they got some strong mutable like Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius placements. Okay. So, yeah, it fell out of my hands. Oh, well, Leos, those of you who are young enough to get married, a lot of times, young women, they say, oh, I'm going to get my career. I'm not worried about relationships. I'm just going to focus on my career. Well, those years that you're spending focusing on your career are the years the finest years where you will be able to catch a husband more than any other years. See, a lot of people, they think, okay, I'm going to spend the next 10 years focusing on me, building up my career, because you think that men are going to fall all over you later on the way they do now. And I've seen 50-year-olds who look good that don't get no play. Like, they look good. So, you don't really hear too many people talking like I'm talking. And quite frankly, I think you're really blessed to hear this if you're still here today, because I'm talking to somebody and hopefully it will save your marriage. Some of you just are not ready to really know to be in a live-in situation with someone because you might just be too much of a diva to compromise. And marriages require an enormous amount of compromising, and we need to break these generational curses in our culture. And learn how to cohabitate with each other and allowing the masculine energy to be the boss. Now, I don't believe that every man is necessarily the boss. I believe the more masculine of the two, is the boss. And if you are a masculine energy, you need to hook up with the feminine energy, because two masculines don't work. Two alphas don't get along. They just hook up to fuck. But an alpha male is only attracted to feminine energy. A lot of alpha females say they want an alpha male, but an alpha male don't want nothing to do with no boss bitch. He don't want nothing to do with you but some pussy, and then he's going to go and get him a soft feminine girl who's going to submit. And that's okay, because you might be a boss bitch and you will do better with, a sigma male instead of an alpha male. Okay. So, she said, this is marriage boot camp. Yeah, see, even Nicholas said that. I need a feminine woman for long term. But let me say this, Leos, because this is how I feel. A lot of these dating coaches, a lot of these male dating coaches who are not married, they are very feminine. And then they try and teach them to be alpha. Like, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna close this up. Like, I heard there's one male coach, and he's probably the most feminine dating black male coach on YouTube. Real bitchy, like a bitch. He reminds me like of a old drag queen. He just sounds like a bitch. And his dating advice is real girly, but he thinks that he sounds like a dude. Like, if a man says, "What do you bring to the table?" Okay, like receiving is feminine energy. So when a man is saying, "What do you bring to the table?" He's asking to receive from you. And everything in nature, from butterflies to elephants, the thing that does the receiving is the female. So for when if a feminine energy is asked, "What do you bring?" she's going to be real confused, because when you talk about bringing forth, that's masculine energy. So it, to me, is real girly to ask, "What do you bring to the table?" Because to me, men who are raised with men in the home, they go hunting to develop instinct so that they can rapidly assess what this energy is bringing to me based off their instinctual, based off their instincts, right? If I got to sit up here and explain to you what I bring to the table, it's like, are you dumb? Now, if we've had more than 3 conversations and we've been out more than 3 times and you're asking that bitch ass question, to me, you're stupid. And you're really not interested. And this can't be, you ain't really, to me, somebody that can protect the family. Because see, I am relying on you to be able to quickly assess the assets and the liabilities of a situation in our environment, and able to, in order to know when me and the family are in danger, right? So I got to sit here and explain something to you. So if we're in a situation and there's some shady characters around, you're not going to be able to pick up on that shit and get your family up and out. I got to explain it to you. There is a man over there, and he looked like he is crazy. And we have a baby, and we need to be protected. So maybe we should get in the car and drive off. Do you understand that? Motherfucker, what do I bring to the table? Yo, bitch ass sitting up here acting like a bitch. What the fuck do I bring to the... You ain't assessed it? I gotta explain shit to you? Because see, you know what it is? What it really is, it's a low-key cap is what it is. That's what the fuck that shit is. It's a low-key cap. What do you bring to the table? Right? Well, yeah, that's what it is. And you know what? It's something kind of sassy about that question. What do you know, they get it from their mama. Because see, there was no man in the house to raise them to be a son, to be like, honey, this is how you know what's up with a woman. You'll feel this, she'll do this. Ain't nobody teaching them. So they probably get it from their sassy mama, well, nigga, what do you bring to the table? And here they are, mimicking a mama. Well, what do you bring to the table? It's real sassy, very feminine to me. And so these masculine coaches, the alpha men, they're saying, yeah, you want to be an alpha male? Then you ask her what she brings to the table so she can see what a bitch you are. Because see, what you're saying to me is I can't assess things quickly. I don't have a gift of discernment. So I can't really protect my family by assessing a situation on my feet, on my toes. Right? Because I mean, all a bitch need to do is come in a room and I can tell you within 5 minutes if she's a wife or a side thing. You don't know? You don't know when a wife enters? You don't know? Motherfucker, get the fuck up. Shit. Get the fuck out of my goddamn face. The fuck you talking about? You know? What happened to the joint? Oh, here it is, child. Child. She said, I can't breathe. It is sassy. Well, you know, because see, you know, you need to ask these women what do they bring to the table. See, a feminine woman, now there's some men who say, I want a feminine woman, right? A feminine energy woman is going to be really turned off by that question. The only woman who will answer that question is a woman that has a lot of alpha energy, a woman who has a lot of masculine energy. She will answer because she's about doing, whereas a feminine energy is about being, and they are the receivers. So what she brings is she receives your energy, right? She receives from you. And so when you're saying is, well, what do you protrude? She's going to be lost. A feminine energy woman, a woman who is highly feminine, is never going to deal with the man that asks her that question again. She would not know what the fuck to do with that. Because that's just because she doesn't give, she receives, and that's what she gives. Everything in nature that receives is feminine. So when you're asking, what you're saying is get out of your feminine energy and tell me how you're going to give to me. And the feminine energy is like, well, your job is to protect and discern. So you want me to do your job real quick? I don't get it. The feminine energy is just going to go towards the man that has already assessed what she has to offer and ain't sitting up here needing help to understand. A, B, C, D. Okay, motherfucker. Why would I deal with this and have to sit up here and explain to you what my attributes are, nigga, when I can just go with the motherfucker over here who's already, they know. It's like, well, damn, sorry, you don't know, but I know. I'm going to go over here. But I'm going to tell you that somebody who's interested in you would never ask you that. That's how you know he's not interested. And that's how you know he's feminine too, and very comfortable in feminine energy. What have you done for me lately? It's sassy. Well, I want to know what you bring to the table. Because what do you offer me? And these dating coaches think that they sound like alphas talking about, get out of your receiving energy. I mean, the essence of femininity is receiving. That is, you are not being feminine unless you are in receptive mode, receiving. So what do you bring? I don't bring anything, I receive. So, as soon as that comes out of their mouth, what do you bring? You're dealing with a feminine energy, maybe a beta. Because no alpha man born with a father in the house is going to sit up there and ask a girl, what does she bring? He already knows, honey. His daddy already taught him. He knows. Right? Yeah, because it's like, damn, do we need to take you to special ed, motherfucker? The fuck? Child. I see this is another long Leo reading. I got a toothache out of this fucking world. I just spent like $3,000 on my teeth. So, no, Mimi, that's not necessarily true. If a man can ask you, what do you bring to the table? And for some masculine women, that's very attractive. Very attractive. But you're not going to get a feminine woman asking that question, but you will definitely attract a masculine woman. A masculine woman won't have a problem whatsoever answering that question. She'll say, well, and usually, because I feel I've been a breadwinner And I have had feminine energy boyfriends, and it works very well. Very well. Me and alphas, we don't get along because I'm not submissive. And as far as to an alpha energy is concerned, because for some alphas, you got to be so submissive that you can't even be yourself anymore because their ego is so big, you know. But I am submissive to my Scorpio. Yeah, so what do you bring? So yeah, but some men will ask you that. I think that, ladies, what it is how do they ask? Like, what do I get from being me personally? If it's as nasty, what do I get from being with you? I would get up and just like not deal with that person and be like, oh, he ain't interested. But if it's like, I'm looking for marriage, and I feel like marriage is mainly about duty. That's what my grandmother used to always say. She said, "Chad, ain't got shit to do with love. It's about duty. Know what you're expected to do, know what he's expected to do, and both y'all do what you're supposed to do." Okay? Like, grandpa could have other women. He just couldn't bring them home. He couldn't put them on Facebook, and he couldn't be out all night. And if he was going to go see one of his women, he had to say that it was a fishing trip. So he could come back. He could go and visit the girl. She could even go with him on a fishing trip, but he sure enough better brought some fish home. So they had an understanding that worked for them. You know what I mean? I'm okay with my man doing whatever he wants to do, with other women, but there are rules. There are rules. Don't take no money out the house. Don't spend the night. Don't come home smelling like perfume. Make sure when you're over there, make sure your phone is locked so that my number doesn't come up, and like I always told him, I said, now if you do get a side chick, you tell her that I said, shut the fuck up. Don't cause any problems. Then you'll have money coming to your house, and there's money coming to this house. I mean, not big money. I don't want him like buying her cars and everything, but if she got a kid, slip a couple of hundreds. And bitch, if you shut up, then you'll have, at least somebody helping you out. But if you're going to get on Facebook and call me and cause shit and cause drama, then you ain't got no money no more. You had a couple of 500, 600, you had some money. And now your bitch ass is so stupid. You could have been seeing other people on the side and getting money from them too. But now, messed the whole shit up. I said, if you're going to get a side bitch, at least get one that got some damn common sense. Because see, I have a Cancer friend who's been the other woman for 25 years, and she ain't never caused no problems. The wife stays in her place, and the side chick stays in her place. So everybody is just a big happy fucking family. I understand a lot of people feel like they're not playing that shit with your man, but you are, whether you are or not. And if you won't, you are just going to go to the next man who's going to do the same thing. That's just kind of like how it is. Now, not all men are like that, but the majority of them are. And most women don't put up with it, which is why they end up alone. And usually the wives are the ones who will put up with it. And that's just how it is. I don't know if you've ever been schooled hard like that. Like, I don't know how raw you know about what's up, but 99.9% of the time, if a woman is married 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, she know damn well she's sharing a motherfucking husband, where she has, or there's some type of situation. That's how it's going to be, whether you like it or not. Like my sister-in-law, she in her 40s thinking she going to get a man that she ain't going to share with a child at her house. It's like, why on earth would a man just be with a 40-year-old woman when he can be with a okay, let me stop. Okay. I'm not delusional. I just keep it 100. We just need to have an understanding. I know the nature of men, and not all men are like that. Okay, I'm not saying. As a matter of fact, the more beta they are, the less likely they're like that if you are fucking them right and you're getting along with their family, ain't no mom. Because sometimes beta men, I've noticed, they'll stray if the baby mama and the mama are warring. Like, they really don't like that, and that's their way of getting back. I don't know why. I see it all the time. But you fucking your man good, and he's a beta male. Usually they don't cheat. It's the masculine women in the beta masculine relationship that cheats. It's the masculine energy. But yeah. Yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of women like I have lots of relatives and friends, older women, who won't put up with a man who's cheating. They all spend Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, their birthdays alone. They're all alone because they that bitch. I don't know what makes their pussy better than Beyonce, because even Jay-Z got him some side pieces. He just does it better. Trust and believe, right? So I don't know. These women living in this false reality. Like, and I was looking at Love and Hip Hop, and this girl was actually mad at her rapper boyfriend for fucking bitches on tour. And I'm like, who was that? Oh, Princess had the nerves to get mad at RJ. To me, the fact that he's rich and famous, that's one of the perks. He deserves that. He worked hard to get that. Ain't nothing wrong. And my aunt used to say that, my Aunt Gail, she said, ain't nothing wrong with this man getting a little pussy child. You know where he lives. You know where he's in. Man, sex is very different for women than it is for men. But yeah, those women that kept their husbands 30, 40 years, they know what their husbands was doing. And you best believe that if he wasn't a beta male, she was sharing her husband. So, but yeah, Leos, it's like this. I did this reading for this Leo yesterday, and she had heavy Scorpio placements, and very interesting. And the card said, this is what's up, chick. You got mental health issues, and if you take your meds, then you will keep your man. If you don't take your meds, your mental issues are so horrific that a motherfucker is not going to be able to fuck with you. So they're going to leave. So it's up to you. You got a reading, you got a card reading, and this is what I see. And you can take it and you can leave it, and you ain't even got to tell me what you're going to do. I'm just telling you what I see. So, yeah, Princess is not really living in reality to me. To think that RJ just wants her pussy and only her pussy for the rest of his life is absolutely arrogant and self-entitled and just so delusional. Like, she don't understand men at all. What is so spectacular about your coochie that's the only one that he is ever gonna want ever again? And then, you know what I mean? And when you get older, you're gonna have to cut that shit out completely. Because like this girl, child, let me tell you this. This one lady got a reading. She's 52. And, she's heavy set. Like, no, she was bigger than me. She was about 100 pounds bigger than me. And put her hair back in a ponytail. And most of the times when he saw her, she was in a big moo-moo. And she told me that she wasn't sharing. Okay, that's cool. So, do you want to talk about different organizations that you can join to deal with your loneliness since you're going to be by yourself? I mean, we can look into that. And I meant it. I wasn't being funny. You know, I was like, okay, let's look at other ways that you can enjoy your life if you at 52 are talking about you're not sharing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when Chris Brown dated Rihanna, the reason that they got into a fist fight was because a bitch was calling. And Rihanna, you know, was like, what the fuck is this? And Chris was like, the fuck do you mean what the fuck is this? You know what this is what I do. What, I don't get it. Rihanna, what oh, you're just mad because you saw the call, or you think that you the only bitch I'm gonna ever want in life. Right? But she might got Rocky, nah. That's why men, they just have to get, like my stepdad, he's real good at it. And that's all you gotta be, is good with it. Don't get me, don't have that bitch calling my house. Another thing too is telling a man that it's okay in a lot of cases makes him not even want to do it after you tell him that. Because the whole fun was the fact that you might find out. All right. So I actually know some women who use that as game. So they're like, look, you a man, I know you're going to do your thing, and you go ahead and do your thing. These are the rules. I'm not going to trip. I'm not going to sweat it. So then there's one girl, she, you know, her found out, you know, he was doing his thing, and she was like, I'm not tripping. I'm not sweating it. It made him start coming around a little bit more. How the fuck aren't you tripping? Why aren't you hollering and yelling and telling me you ain't going to put up with this? Because 99.9% of the time, the people talking about that they're not going to put up with it, you end up putting up with it. He just tells you what you want to hear, and he gets good at hiding what the fuck he's doing. Let's just be out in the open, you know? There's some women that are so close to their men that they actually talk about the other bitches to each other. Yeah, I know a Taurus and a Pisces like that. He tells all the bitches, I am never leaving my Pisces. Me and her, we gonna ride or die. Now, if you want to fuck with me, you can. It's just gonna be fucking. And then, you know, he comes and the Pisces ask him questions and he tells her. And they're friends, like they're real close. They're real close, you know? So, yeah, but sometimes I think sometimes men just want to know that they have that option, you know, because this nigga at home every night, right? I don't know. You got that option. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. I'm not going to leave you. And, you know, you got that option. But usually that's all they want to know. Because it takes a lot of work to be with more than one person. It's a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of investment. You know, it takes a lot of time. Purely Sinful said, fuck that. I understand. I get it. It's not for everybody. And some people want to be alone. And I'm okay with that. Some people, you know, they feel like I'm going to be that one bitch that's going to be the exception to the rule, that's going to make him overcome his natural biology and not have the impulse to want to procreate. This is in the reptilian part of a man's brain. And I want you to deprive biology, because I'm such a bitch. I'm so much of all that, you know, I don't want you to live out your desires to want other women because you just want me. And the woman who just, a lot of these women who just want to be the only chick, they got fucked up attitudes. They can't cook. They don't know how to get along with everybody. They have really bad social skills, right? They don't keep themselves up. They have a bad attitude. They're very narcissistic and self-centered. They don't even know that a man has needs. They don't give a fuck about his needs. All they care about is their bag and looking good. And they think that that is enough to be the only woman in a man's life. Like, how empty is that relationship from a person like that? How unfulfilling and unrewarding is a relationship like that, where it's all about you and your needs, and it's all about how you look, and you can't keep a man, right? You tell him that it's over every 3 days. You're going off, blowing your steam over here, going off on the baby's mama, going off on your mama, going off on the pizza man at Pizza Hut, going off at the gas station, going off at the neighbor, going off on the dog. And it's like, but I'm that top bitch. Now I ain't talking to you, child. I don't know who that's for. All right. Yeah, I don't know who that's for. That might just be from somebody you know. That may not be you. But yeah, like men that I read for, they tell me that women, push them really fast for a commitment, to be a wife, and they're not really qualified for the job. Like, they're not wives at all. They just, want to be married, not really saying, okay, well, what is a wife or what is a husband? And, and I think that's very personal, because everybody can create a marriage that works for them. I know a construction worker who married a woman who also knew construction, and he did it, not, because they could come up together. I mean, everybody is got their own thing, but, guys tell me that it's like women think because they're pretty, that means that they're a wife. Just because you're a woman and you get married doesn't mean you're a wife, right? Like, that takes training and skill. Somebody teaches you that, your grandmother usually, or your mama, or your daddy. Like Aretha Franklin said, her daddy taught her how to be a wife, right? So I feel like your beauty in some cases can get you people who want to marry you, or vice versa. If you're a cross watcher, I think that the Leo may feel like your beauty, or like the other sensitivities, it attracts them to the degree that they want to marry you, but the emotional immaturity is what will not make the Leo come to you anymore. See, somebody is emotionally immature. They don't know how to have conflict resolutions. They leave whenever the going gets tough. Somebody just likes it when it's easy and fun and we get along, because they feel in their minds, in their child minds, that a relationship works that when you start getting problems, it means you're incompatible. And no matter what relationship you get in, you're going to have some problems, right? But they think that, that means it's just time to go to the next relationship. But you're going to reach an age where it's not going to be easy anymore. And you're going to go into a relationship in your 30s with the relationship skills of a teenager, because that's how teenagers conflict resolve. They break it off. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm going to post pictures of other men to make you jealous. Very childish. Instead of, listen, this is how I feel. This is what I need. I see you're really hurting right now. I'd like to talk about it. So I have this sister-in-law, and girl, I'm just talking. And, she's going with this guy, and it's very obvious that he has made the choice of what hierarchy she has in his life, right? Men tell you what hierarchy you have with their actions, because they don't want to hurt a woman's feelings, especially if they're a Gemini. Especially if they are a gentleman. Gentlemen, men hate hurting women's feelings. If you're with a good man, they don't want to hurt a woman's feelings at all. They will lie. than to hurt your feelings. Then some women say, well, be honest. Well, be honest. It's like, well, if I'm honest, you would know that I don't see you as my woman, which is why we're not married. I don't spend the night at your house all the time because I don't feel like that about you, right? I see you once a week because that's how I feel. That's how I feel, right? But my sister-in-law, she really feels that she's a wife. Now, and it just amazes me how she can be that delusional. When she gets angry, she goes from 0 to 100. And did y'all hear how loud I was today? I mean, what number would you give that? How many of you guys have been here since the beginning? When you saw me go off from 0 to 100, what would you give that? Okay, because this bitch goes to 100. And I mean, she goes to the top of her lungs. And I mean, it is not a build up. It's not a build up. Like for a Cancer, it's a build up. And then she explodes. I mean, like right then and there, especially if she's been drinking, some shit goes down and it is, you know what I'm saying? Some shit goes down and she is gone. And I mean, like the Incredible Hulk. Oh, she has Aries in her chart. Like the Incredible Hulk takes over, right? And her baby's father told her mother, the reason that I don't spend a lot of time with my child, which is bullshit, and the reason that I don't come around a lot is because, Yancy goes from 0 to 100 about anything. You never know what's going to tip her over, So yeah, she fine, so I want to hit it, but that's about it, And when he met her, he was open. He was like, like this. Hey, is this a love connection? But and like, she really can't see how her temper makes men go in the opposite direction. Or that's why she's always on rotation with men. She's always a Tuesday and maybe a Thursday girl. And they keep lying to her and say, baby, you think I got somebody else. And it really hurt me when you thought that I had. This is what the last guy said. It really hurt me when you thought. Now, he only sees her once a week. Now, you think that I'd be having somebody else and baby. See, it's not like that. It ain't like that. And it hurts me because you hurt my feelings because all I'm out here doing is trying to get my money together, baby. And it's like, I'm trying to explain that to you, but you ain't hearing me. And I would like to try it over again and just know, baby, I'm going to get back to you. But right now I'm at work or I'm working. Child, I saw so many bitches up in them cards. And the thing about it is, he can't be honest with her because she's going to go off. You can't tell her nothing because she's going to go off. And, she really thinks she's a wife, even though she goes off. Told her, don't nobody want to be married to no shit like that. Don't nobody want to come home to that. So like when she comes out here to visit, I'm like, please don't drink because you are off the chain and it's unbearable being around you. Please don't drink. But she fine as fuck. She's fine as fuck. I don't blame any man for wanting to deal with that. All right, Leos, it's been 2 hours, child. I needed to close this a long time ago, but I just love your energy so much. And I thank you guys for hanging out with me this long. Y'all been hanging with your girl, okay? Now, some of you could be healing from a breakup, and it could have been because of the reasons that I just said. Somebody just, they just don't have staying power. They get mad. It could be your boyfriend. He gets mad anybody dating somebody like that, every time they get mad, they break it off. You gonna get tired of that shit. Watch and see. If you the cross watcher and you doing that to the Leo, they gonna get tired of the shit. One day, like you break it off and you like, fuck it, forget it. And they call you back and oh baby, one day it ain't gonna be no oh baby. It's like they're going to just get kind of numb to it. That's a dangerous place. That's a dangerous place to be in. All right, Goddess Ayana, how you doing, child? That's my girl right there. Yeah, they some of you are not dealing with some shit anymore. But I do see love coming in from somebody. But like I said, you guys have multiple offers, or you might be in polyamorous relationships. Some of you, I'm telling you, the number one reason, and your man ain't telling you that he has not proposed to you is because of your temper, or every time you get mad, you break it the fuck off and it's breaking their heart, or it could be the other way around. The Leo is, Leo, your person is doing this every single time. Shit, you break a nail, I'm over you. Okay, you turn the light on wrong. Fuck it, it's over. Child, the shower is too hot. Damn you, fuck it, I don't want you. You know, the water's you boil the egg and the egg fried too hard. You know what? Fuck you, get out, bitch. Everything, and it's like, and eventually, okay, so let me tell you something, and you're not gonna like this. Please don't be mad. I'm telling you right now, you're about to be mad at me, but please don't roar, okay? Because I can't take your temper. I tell you right now, I am scared of a motherfucking fire sign when they are angry. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front. I'm definitely scared of angry fire signs, because I ain't seen nothing like that in my life. All right. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. All that, and then I forgot. Child. Just say no. Just say no. But oh, I know I was gonna say. You know what? A lot of you have been placed on side bitch level by the Leo, because every time you mad, you break it off. Every time, I sneeze, you gone. I fart, you gone. I don't text you back in 15 minutes. Don't ever fucking talk to you again. I said I was gonna come. Some shit happened. Fuck you, motherfucker. I can't stand your bitch ass, so don't ever call me again. It's like, really? Really? I mean, really? How old are we? Well, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't need you, motherfucker. Fuck you and your motherfucking dog. Oh, don't talk about the dog. Leave the damn dog out of it, okay? Don't leave the damn dog alone, okay? Don't talk about the damn dog, child. Some of you say, fuck you and your dog. Now, you know you wrong. Now, has any of you told your man to fuck off and take his dog? You're wrong. So let me close this. Now, the star, as far as career is concerned, it means that some of your ambitions are going to be achieved. The star card is here. Sometimes this literally represents being a star. Like, you could be on film, camera, Netflix, podcast, radio stations, right? But it seems like if you are in the media, it's something about your attitude or your temper or something that could be turning people off. Be careful, child. Get that money, child. But there's a lot of positivity and hope that is going to surround you and your message if you are in the public's eye. And so, yeah, I definitely feel like your ambitions will be achieved for many of you. And there will be a lot of positivity around the work area or around your career, right? If you're searching for a new job or a promotion, the star tells you to keep your hopes high. Usually the star comes after the Tower. So there could have been some major breakup or unexpected dissolution of a relationship, a job, a person, place, or thing, because the star comes after some really horrible cards like the Devil and the Tower. So it's like you're in a reprieve. Things are finally better. Somebody said, fuck the dog too. I love you too, right? If you have gone through a difficult or stressful time at work, or you could be getting out of a bad place for your job or whatever, the star talks about a period of healing. You could be healing from a bad relationship. Some of you are just going to be going through a quiet, peaceful time. Some of you could have taken a sabbatical from work or something, right? Yeah. So that is the end of that reading. That was very interesting. Let's do some oracles. We haven't done that in a while. And then we'll end with Leos. Ask me some questions that you want me to ask in the extended while I am shuffling, okay? Like some girl yesterday for the Virgo, I haven't looked at the cells yet, but she wanted to know, was there going to be a reconciliation? And how did the person feel about the Virgo walking away? So, Mimi, how long you been here for this reading? You guys can take it. Was this a little too hard? Was it too hard to take, Leos? Because you guys took it pretty good. Was it too hard? What was it, Leos? Was it too hard or was it okay? Oh, wow. Word on the Curve? Shit. I really like that name. Word on the Curve. I like that. I might use that as a podcast, child. I don't know, child. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do nothing. That wasn't too hard on you guys? No, about love. No, about love, child. It was perfect. Burned it. Oh, Greg, did it burn you up? Don't say that. See, now you're making me feel bad. I miss these type of lies. Oh, really? No. She said, I love it raw. You do, Teteria? All right. Leos. This is for my lovely, 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 lovely Leos. My wonderful, adorable babies. Okay, babies. This is the Abraham Hicks. This is the Abraham Hicks card. Okay. It says, by visualizing my desired outcome, I haven't done that in a long time, Leos. That kind of stuff used to make me so happy. You guys remember when I used to talk about that all the time? By visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. Really? It says, as your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from that alignment. And that inspired action is always joyful. All right, somebody needed to hear this. I'm doing this because one girl was very upset about the oracles. She went off. And she was the only one, but I was like, well, damn, bitch. If you feel like that. So we're going to do some oracles. Y'all the boss. All right. So this is from Codependency. A woman who wrote a book on codependency, and it's about recovering from that. Oh, we'll take this one. It's called Achieving Clarity in My Relationships. How many of you guys need to get some clarity about your relationships, love? Okay. Some of you are just unclear, child. It's like, well, what is this? I know I need to be clear. What the fuck does that mean? I see, you know what? That's some bullshit. What the fuck does it mean? You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. I need some damn clarity. Okay. Yeah, all right. You just keep it up. You keep it up. Like I speak alien. Today I will remember that even the best relationships have low points. Didn't we kind of go through that a little bit today? Right? Everything is not going to be peachy and creamy, y'all. Did we learn that? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. It says, if the low point is the norm in my current relationship, I may have to consider if I want to continue. Child. If the low point is temporary, I will just practice understanding. Oh my God. This oracle summed up the whole damn reading in one damn oracle. I forgot the name of these damn things, y'all. But if you really want to know, leave it in the comment section and I'll research it for you. So yeah, it says right here, I know that I will achieve clarity and make the right decision because I will practice understanding. Okay. Some of you just are like, well, I get it fast. Well, I don't understand why you don't get this shit fast. 1 + 1 = 2, motherfucker. Yeah, well, I don't get it that quick. Well, are you dumb? 1, another 1. 1 is 2. Well, yeah, okay. We need to get on the same page. All right. Well, we ain't necessarily have to get on the same page, but we most definitely got to be reading the same book. Okay. All right, Leos. I have so much fun with you guys. But child, it is hot as hell in this house. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Oh, let's pull the bottom. What do we have down here? Nope, I'm not taking that. Leos. So this is a life purpose card for Leos. May this give you guidance. And then we're going to ask the tarot cards how your person feel about you. Okay. May this give you guidance, Leo. What do we have? What is that? Flowers. It says working with flowers opens up your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. I knew one girl that had a calling for flowers. And the next one says what? Body work. Any tattoo artists? Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Any body work. All right. Okay, let's pull a card here from, it's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. And this is not for everybody, but it is definitely for somebody. And this is what somebody is hiding from you. Could be an ex, could be a sister, friend, mother, lover. current partner. This is called the hidden truth. We'll pull 3 cards. I'm going to break them in 3, and I'll read the bottom of each column. Okay? All right. The hidden truth. 1, 2, 3. The bottom of this one, the hidden truth, says what, Leos? It says, I hid behind material things. Does anybody know who that is? To the next group, or maybe this is still you. I'm afraid to contact you. Do you guys know who that is? Or is that you? Love and light, darling. And the last one is, it says, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Is that for you? Do you know who that is? All right. Those are the messages that somebody feels deeply, and they're not trying to tell you, but that's how they feel. All right. Thank you guys for still being here. Oh, thank you, 6 figures. I made your day. Ah, thank you. She said this live is what I needed. I'm glad you felt. I'm glad you feel this way. All right, this is what your angels want to say to you, Leos. All right, God, let's get a message for the Leos. I hope this message touches you. This is what your angels want to say for this video, okay? What is it? I can't see that far. Is it about debt? Oh, dreams of abundance. It says, as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Record your dreams in a journal, valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Some of you are going to, like that star card mixed with this, you're getting ready to maybe get a role in Hollywood, okay? Or maybe a shot in front of the camera, maybe theater, or doesn't necessarily have to be theater, but you're going to get some type of opportunity, right? I got these from a wonderful bookstore in Cumming. It's a tarot shop, actually a witch shop. It's where people go to buy the things that you need for serious spells. Because, child, I saw some shit in there. I'm like, this is not illegal? She says, no, we're protected by the First Amendment. I said, child, what is this? Okay, so she's an Aquarius, cool as hell. Every time I go there, we just talk for so long because, you know, I'm a Libra and she's an Aquarius. So we just get to talking, and that's where I got my charms. A lot of you guys asked me where I got my charms. I got them from a witch shop. Okay. All right. So let's look at these. This oracle comes from that shop. And let's see what we have here. It says adventure. Oh, somebody needs an adventure. Who needs an adventure? Is this you? Somebody's like, I need to break away. I just need to go. You don't have that. That's me. I no, to all y'all bitches, put your hands down. I need to get the fuck up out of here. Somebody needs to go to Jamaica. Somebody need to go. They need to get the fuck up out of Kentucky. Child, they are ready to get on a plane and go somewhere, or in a car and go somewhere. Okay? Somebody need to bust a move, baby. You ain't even understanding. If you want it, you got it. If you want it, baby, you got it. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Orcawell, adventure. Are these I think these are one of the mammals that mate for life. Isn't that right? There's 7 of them. I know one is an ego. I think an orcawell mates for life. So maybe your life partner is coming, okay? Or maybe you need to get out more to meet your life partner. You're like complaining, I'm by myself, maybe you need to get out more. It says, dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Go the fuck out. You know what, damn it? Go get the damn dog leash. Get the damn collar on the dog. Take that bitch down the stairs and get out the house and go around the block for a walk. The fuck you think this is? Sometimes that's all you need. I have a Pisces client, and the cards was like, your man is really going to start liking you if you go back to the gym, right? Child, me and her together need to go. And so at first she just kind of did it to get attention, but now she's like, hoo, hoo, ha, 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 he, ha, ha. I was like, well, shit, the fuck is this? She said she cannot do without that feeling, child. Maybe you just need to go outside. Maybe you need to go to the gym, me and you together, child. It says, be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. And be brave. You are more powerful than you know. All right. Okay, the last oracle. Did we read? Okay, the last oracle is the romance angel. And we're going to put this in 3 piles. And you're going to choose your pile. Go ahead and choose 1, 2, or 3. Because I'm going to read from 1, 2, and 3. And this is your message. This Leo asked for a reading yesterday. And she said, what does Spirit have to tell me? And child, Spirit broke it down to her. I was like, more people should ask this damn question. Shit, I'm going to start asking the damn question. I mean, they came through. All right. All right, Leos. Romance angels. 1, 2, or 3. Jakayla's not here, huh? Come on, y'all. 1, 2, or 3. Leos. Romance angels. 1, 2, or 3. Sometimes I fuss at you, and it's the chat that's actually slow. All right, Leos, we're going to read your romance angel. Do you want me to read from the top or the bottom? 1, 2, or 3, top or bottom? Bottom, top? Who wins? Top? I think top wins. Bottom? Bottom. Uh-oh. I think bottom won. All right. So those of you who chose number 1, this is your romance angel card for just reading. You know, things can change in the next hour, child. But for this hour, here is the card for number 1. All right. If you chose, thank you. If you chose number 1, don't forget, if you want a reading, text me. I text that number. I pinned that number right there on the chat. Okay, so those of you who chose number 1, the bottom, it says finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Like, I know this Leo, and he's homeless, and he's like living in a motel. So, when the bitches ask, can I come over? It's like, you going to sleep in, we going to get into the motel bed, so. All right. So that's what's happening. That's just a snapshot of today. Now, those of you who chose number 2, the bottom, What does it say? Is that romance? Oh, romantic feelings. Oh. So somebody has very strong romantic feelings for you, Leos. We saw this already. We already saw this. And it says your feelings are worth exploring. All right, number 2, that's for you. All right. Number 3, at the bottom, what do we have? We have getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. Okay. So there was a Leo who I did a reading for this week, and she said, she goes, you're my best friend, so it's easy to open up. She goes, you ain't never met me, but child, you don't even know. You are my best friend. I said, well, child, go ahead. And she said she don't open up. And she said she just don't open up. And that's her issue in relationships, because she says it's just hard to trust, because I guess she's sensitive. Now, that's one thing, Leo, that I will give a water sign. It is real easy to talk to them. And a lot of times they're a soft place to fall, sometimes. I don't know, because I told a Pisces something in confidence the other day, and she laughed at me, and that hurt my feelings. I didn't tell her, but it did hurt my feelings. I can't understand where she's coming from. I don't know where she's coming from. Anyway, okay, so let's take a look at how your partner is viewing you, okay? All right. So which cards do you guys want the extended on? These, or 1 or 2? You want these cards, 1, or these cards? I forgot the names of the cards. Yeah. But remember, we saw that new relationship. Look, it's showing up at the bottom again. Remember we saw that? How many of you guys are in something new? Yeah, I've been feeling like going outside too. I like that I can talk with you. I'm going to choose these. And you seem to adore it. I like that you don't look at me confused. So I definitely feel like the strength card reverse could also be talking about shame. Like some people just feel like they're worth less than others. And if you feel like you are worth less than others, you are carrying toxic shame. Like healthy shame is just embarrassment. Like you fart and you're talking to somebody at the table and everybody kind of like put their head down. Like that's healthy shame. And healthy shame is very actually spiritual, because it keeps you humble. It helps you to know that you're not superior to anyone else, and that you are susceptible to error, and that nobody is born perfect, and we're all perfectly imperfect. That's what shame teaches when it's healthy. When it's unhealthy or when it's toxic, you don't feel like I've made a mistake. You feel like I am a mistake. Like I am defective and I am flawed and I'm not as good as other people. And something is intrinsically wrong with me, right? And if you feel like that, you are carrying toxic shame. That shame became toxic, which means that somebody could have shamed you. And usually if you were shamed, it happens usually in a nasty tone or a loud voice, and where somebody puts you down, and they put you down so much that you are no longer looking at the bad act, but you're starting to feel like you are bad. Not that you've done something wrong, but that you are defective and you are flawed and you are wrong. That's toxic shame. And it's really hard to be a good mother, a good friend, a good wife, or even happy in your body when you're walking around feeling like you are defective and flawed. But the problem with shame or excessive shame is but when you are going around feeling like you're defective and flawed, that means that you are carrying shame belong to someone else, but it's in your energy bank, because your own shame will never make you feel defective and flawed. You know that you're carrying shame that belongs to someone else when you feel like you are a bad person and that you are flawed at the core. If you feel that way, right? Yeah, if you feel that way, somebody who was in your environment who was very dysfunctional may have chastised you. And in their chastisement, they use so much force, maybe with their words, that they overcame the barrier of your preciousness and dropped their sense of self-worth, which is low. They dropped their low self-worth into your precious box and made you, or tried to make you see yourself as bad the way that they see themselves as bad. Now, I paid $1,500 to get that energy removed. And let me tell you the problem if you feel that way. If you feel like, if you notice, a lot of people are not responding to this in the chat. And the number one reason that people don't, the issue with shame is it's the number one emotion that this society refuses to talk about. Just look at the chat. People don't talk about shame. We talk about anger. In our culture, a man can get angry, but if a woman gets angry, she's a bitch. In our culture, a woman can get sad, but if a man gets sad, then he's a bitch. He's a wimp, right? So in our culture, emotions are regulated. So pain is regulated. Oh, pain in this culture, we talk about pain, but only to medicate it real fast. Oh, drink this, take this, just like how I did. Smoke this. It's indoctrinated. But shame is an emotion that we do not talk about at all. We don't talk about shame. So your main issue could be that you feel worthless. And guess what? The damn therapists aren't talking about shame because we're too ashamed to talk about shame. Very few people will say, yeah, I have low self-esteem issues, because it's shameful. Very few people will say, yes, I feel worthless. I feel like I'm not better. I feel like I'm less than others, because it's shameful. Nobody, the church doesn't talk about shame. The school doesn't talk about shame. Even the goddamn therapist don't talk about shame. You gotta find a therapist that will talk about shame. But I got a CD underneath my video called Shame. I would really encourage you to listen to it if you have issues of feeling like you're worth less than, because that means that there is a sickness in your soul, and it's something that can be relieved. you can actually not feel that way anymore. It's not a damnation. You can literally get help to have that energy moved. So I paid $1,500 2 years ago. On my Instagram, there's a picture of me and I'm hugging all these white girls, and I'm the only Black woman, and I'm in the center, and that we have all went to that $1,500 seminar together, and then we went to have Italian food afterwards. But every last one of us was on our knees and hands screaming. All right, and we were talking to these chairs, and the therapist was holding us down, and it was a way to release the shame. And I had found a therapist that was willing to talk about shame, and she was trained by the lady who is underneath my videos, Pia Melody. Just type in shame, and the therapist, Pia Melody, has won a lot of awards for her advancement in psychotherapy and the grounds that she has broken from her understanding of shame, to be exact. So she was one of the first therapists. John Bradshaw has a book on it, but it doesn't really tell you how to heal it. He just tells you about it. But she tells you what to do about it. All right. So in that, she said to get it out. And so I took one of her classes, and if you can go to her website, if you have that kind of money, to spend on healing. And they were $1,500 a couple of years ago, which means they're probably maybe $1,600 or $1,700 now. But we sat in a chair, and you give the person back their shame. You literally you talk to each person who shamed you, and you give it back. And then when the women were giving it back, they started sounding like demons. Like there was energy that was in them that was so stuffed. And it didn't even, and when they said, I give you back, the back started sounding like, and they would literally remove the energy from their chest and their body. My life changed after that seminar. But yeah, her name is Pia Melody. I don't know who that was for. But I feel like when I go off to the left like that is for somebody. But but look, people don't talk about shame. People don't admit, they don't talk about it. They don't do nothing about shame. But yeah. Yeah, see? Now 6 Figures said something about it, but most people don't. That's why people who have shame, people who feel worthless, people who are what's called shame bound, it's hopeless for them. I mean, they think, okay, like they'll go get a normal therapist, and they'll start talking to their therapist. And first of all, most people don't talk about feeling less than other people, because that's what shame is. I feel like I'm worth less than you. And people don't talk about that ever. So when they go to therapy, they ain't talking about it. And if they did talk about it to a therapist, most therapists don't know what to do with shame because nobody talks about it. So, yeah, I used to have some real bad issues with shame. And shame, being shame bound, kept me out of a relationship. It kept I was homeless. And what shame bound means is low self-esteem. That's what the same thing. Low self-esteem, like I don't feel like I'm worthy. And every time you feel worthy of something, you may have a shame attack. A shame attack is an overwhelming feeling of worthlessness. And that's why some people are poor, because when they start seeing themselves having more, they have a shame attack. I had a boyfriend like that. He couldn't ever come up because he would feel worthless in the experience of imagining abundance, and he didn't know what to do with the feelings of worthlessness. But you got to walk through them, and that was why I was homeless, because I felt too worthless for shelter. I had always lived with other people. I had never been on my own. And then I started reading about shame binds, and then started doing a lot of work to remove those binds because I had shame around being in love. Some people are not in love because they feel shameful about being in love, like they're doing something wrong or bad, or like they don't deserve it. And they ain't never gonna tell nobody either. Because usually, sometimes people are not even aware of the fact that they have shame binds. Like some people are hearing this shit for the first motherfucking time. You know why? Because don't nobody talk about it. And it's sad because there are a lot of people who kill. Do you know that the number one killer, according to the lady who wrote Shame, that CD of people who are shame bound, you know what? How they die? They kill themselves. They kill themselves a lot. They're suicidal. And you know why they're suicidal? Because they have a shame existence bind. Do you know that you can feel an overwhelming sense of worthlessness just because you exist? Especially Black people. Especially Black people. Because Black people's existence has been shamed. Like there's something wrong, inherently wrong with you and defective about being a person of color, right? I don't have those shame binds like I used to, but they used to be real bad. It was bad. And that was why I was so hard to get along with, because I felt defective and flawed. I felt like something was wrong with me and I didn't deserve love. And so I would encourage you to start with those CDs. I have Shame 1, 2, or 3 in in my videos from 1997, I think. And she breaks it down. So if you're suicidal, you may have a shame existence bind. You may not, you may literally, somebody could have shamed you for being born. And so if somebody has shamed you for being born, every time you feel like living, you're going to have a shame attack. And guess what? You're probably not telling nobody about it because nobody talks about it. So you're by yourself in this hell where you're walking around feeling worthless and wanting to die because of it. But you can break a shame existence bind just by talking about it. And you tell the bind will say, you don't deserve to be here. And you say, yes, I do deserve to be here because God gave me life. And just because a person told me that I didn't deserve to be here doesn't mean that that person was right. Yes, it hurts, but that's their pain. See, you can have a shame existence bind with a pain core center. See, you should read her shit. All of this comes from Pia Melody. All of the shit that I'm saying, none of this is my work. None of it is. None of this is original. All of it comes from Pia Melody, and she is the therapist who talks about shame, who helped me heal from shame binds. But I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking, and the issue really isn't that you have a temper, yeah, you could, and the issue is you feel flawed and defective and wrong and like you're a bad person, and so you don't let nobody get close to you because you don't think you deserve love, right? And it's time to get out of that, because all that it doesn't mean it's the truth. Just because you feel something very strongly doesn't mean that it's the truth. I mean, I hate to tell you this, but there is this, you guys, what is his name? He's Jewish and he's an ultra conservative, and he talks about transsexuals. What's a transsexual? A transgender. He says that just because you feel like you're a different sex to him, that has not changed your sex. Just because you feel something doesn't mean that biologically that's what it is. That's how he feels. And he gets boycotted and everything, and they hate his ass, right? But there's a bunch of white ring people who like him. Anyway, just because you feel you are defective and flawed and not good enough doesn't mean that that's the truth. As a matter of fact, do you know what the definition of self-esteem is? According to this same lady, Pia Melody, she says self-esteem is the awareness, is your level of awareness of your value. Everybody is not aware that they are born valuable, that just because you are alive, just because you breathe, you have worth and you have value. You matter just because you breathe. That's it. That's it. I remember I relayed that message to this white woman with these glasses on and this long black streamy hair. And she looked off in space for about 5 minutes. She was like, just because I am born, I have worth and value. She was like, God damn. Yeah, you ain't got to do nothing for worth, right? You don't have to do anything for value. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I'm happy that you feel that way. I really am. But those of you who are watching at home, look at the chat and look at how nobody talks about shame. You got like maybe 1 or 2 people that said something, but we don't talk about that. And that's why people who have those issues are dying. Oh, well, thank you, Empress. It's rare to see people like Empress straggling. We don't talk about that. That's a no. And like in my family, we had an uncle that committed suicide. I didn't find out about it for 25 years later. That's another thing. Everybody lied, and they kept that lie. And they would lie with a straight face. They said, what did they say? He had a heart attack, or what did they say? An aneurysm. And I believed it. I believed it. And one day, my daddy's best friend told me the truth. He said, your uncle slit his wrist back so far from a suicide attempt that his hand was damn near hanging off of his wrist. He said he wanted to die. And, I really believe that my uncle was shame bound. As a matter of fact, with a grandfather like that, I know for a fact he was shame bound. Yeah. Oh, that's good. All right, Leos. So Leos, what do you want to know about your love life for the extension? Okay. So for those of you who have broken up, the first question is, will you reconcile with the person that you've broken up with? What else do you want to know? Okay. Will you get married? Will you get married? What else do you want to know? How does he feel about you or she feel about you? How does Leo feel about you? What else do you want to know, Leo? I know this thing moves slow. I'm going to be patient because love is patient. Didn't we learn that earlier today? If you're just tuning in and you're looking for the Leo reading, you can go to the front of the video. Okay. Does he regret the relationship ending? Okay. What you crying for? Does he regret the relationship ending? Is there another threat? Does Leo have a threat? Okay. Will you get committed soon? Did we have a question? Will the karmic be released? That's good. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I missed all these calls from readings. Why am I not getting the notifications? I don't understand. Why am I not getting notifications? I'm going to reboot my. I'm, where, I got to go 3 pages over to see this. If you guys had text me for a reading and you didn't hear back from me, I am so sorry. I'm just now seeing this. Okay, I'm going to text you back right now. Okay, so somebody wants to know, I'm glad, Gray, that you feel this way. Will he take me back? All right. Will Leo take you back? All right. And is he healing? You want to know that? That's what you want to know? Is this only for Leo? Does it say, what does it say, collective, you guys? I can't see the title. Is there someone new coming? Okay. Does it say collective or Leo? You are so welcome. Is there someone new coming? Okay. If so, where does that lead to? I definitely saw. Okay. Can I trust him? Can I trust him? All right. I'm going to put that over here. Okay, Leos. So if you are, okay. That was a really hard talk today. And I'm surprised that you guys stayed on. Usually people turn away from that kind of talk because it's rough. I guess if it doesn't apply to you, then maybe it wasn't rough. Is it still hard to hear when it applies to other people? I guess it is it's shameful. Yeah, it's shameful to hear. Shame is so hard to deal with, but you can get healed from it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Gray. Pick a number 1, 2, 3. What is this for? Oh, this is for how your person feels about you before you leave. And this is going to be for the collective. 3. I got to go get my poor dog. It's 94 degrees. 3. Okay. 3. Okay, 3. 3. I think 3, 1. Okay. Okay, so how is your person feeling about you right now? For some of you, the answer is the 8 of Swords reverse. So they're feeling like they are starting to understand things a little bit better regarding you. They're feeling like you guys' communication is getting better, or maybe that you're becoming more patient, that maybe you're letting down your walls more, or they're feeling this about themselves, like they're letting down their walls more. They feel like you guys may be getting down to the bottom of some issues, or just because like a lot of the restrictions could be coming off. They could be feeling like they're not blocked anymore. You could have unblocked someone. Any readers in here? How do you see the 8 of Swords reverse? Oh, you're behind in the chat. Oh yeah, if you just came in and you're looking for the Leo reading, go to the front of the video. You read the Eight of Swords reverse as good karma. Okay, so that's really good, Jasmine. Let's use that interpretation too. Readers, how else do you read the Eight of Swords reverse? So Jasmine J says she sees it as letting go of any mental anguish. Oh, somebody could be letting go of mental anguish that they've had for you. That's good. Okay, someone is getting, okay, so Jasmine J, is that the same one? She says that somebody's not going to be in their head as much as they had been before. So if you, and so Angelique Beautiful says, if you have been mentally blocked, in reverse, the blindfold is off. So someone is really starting to see something maybe for what it really is. Yeah, that is good, huh? I like those definitions. Okay. All right. Leos, we had such a wonderful time. Share this video, okay? And tell them which parts to listen to. Also, if you're leaving comments, and you guys leave comments more than anyone else, Mystic Heritage Tarot says the Eight of Swords reverse your person could be seeing you as relaxing, relating, and releasing. Okay? Y'all need to go outside. I know. Okay? So, those of you who are watching the videos, if something really resonates with you, please timestamp it, since this is 3 hours long, and most people are not going to be looking at no 3-hour video, child. Anybody been here for 3 hours, child? So, leave the parts in the video that really stood out for you. So like you could say, I really like when you said this, then you will allow other viewers to go to that part that you liked, and maybe they are your same sign or your same placements or something, and maybe they'll get out of it what you got out of it. Did you? The Glamazon Aisha Chow? Coming out of the blues. Oh, coming out of the blues. That's a good interpretation, Sophia. Coming out of the blues. Spending all my time pleasing you. All you ever give me is the blues. Okay. Absolutely. All right, Leos, love you. The extension is, if this resonated and you made it this far through, child, and you want to hear more about your situation, the extension link is going to be at the top of the comment section and in the description box, and it'll say click below for the Leo extended reading. And there will be 2 links, one to Vimeo and the other to my website, where for a nominal fee, you can listen to all those questions. Please stop scratching your ass on my carpet, okay? You can listen to all those questions being answered that we asked, like, will you guys get back together again? Will they take you back? Will this end in marriage? How do they feel about you? Okay. How does the Leo feel about you? And such, okay? My voice? What you talking about? All right. God bless. Get the extended. Ciao.